Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Seaside, California, inside Cardinale Stadium, where tonight, CBS Sports Golazo coverage, USL Championship continues. Monterey Bay FC hosting the Oakland Roots, alongside former MLSer Ricky Lopez-Espin. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you along for the ride. Little West Coast soccer action as we take a look at the team comparisons. And last season, the Oakland Roots probably surprised some folks by qualifying for the USL Championship playoffs. Monterey Bay on the other side of that came up short. It was not the season that they expected in the Bay. And as we welcome in Ricky Lopez-Espin, Ricky, you played this game at the highest level. When you don't get to where you want to be, there's accountability and there's turnovers.
That's exactly what Jordan Stewart was able to do in the offseason. He brought players that he knows he's comfortable with, and he's trying to implement a new game style for this Monterey Bay side. My eyes go to Ethan Bryant, a player that has had success with Sporting Kansas City too. You want him to dictate tempo so you get the players higher up the field, more involved. Big opportunity here for Monterey Bay, especially at home.
And leading the charge for that, of course, a player to watch, Nico Gordon, just 22 years old, but 15 matches played for Birmingham City in the EFL Championship. The bottom line is he can play.
And he can win as well. Won last season with North Texas in MLS Next Pro. He's he's confident, he's a good center back, and more importantly, he's comfortable on the ball as a center back.
On the other side for the Oakland Roots, now they did qualify for the playoffs. They lost to Colorado Springs Switchbacks, but then again, everybody did in the playoffs. But with that being said, Oakland Roots, now they're in a different spot, looking to take the next step.
I think Gavin Glenn and the Oakland Roots did a fantastic job in the offseason, not only bringing players in with success at every stop of their career, but experience in USL Championship. Tyler Gibson, Kai Green, Julian Bravo. As we take a look at our player to watch for the Oakland Roots, Tyler Gibson, you want him to stay centrally because he's going to be such an important piece of dictating tempo. Off the ball, you want him clogging passing lanes. One thing that is for certain for the Oakland Roots, you find Tyler Gibson, now you can get on the ball a little bit more.
Over 155 career USL matches played for Gibson. Certainly he brings that experience. When we come back, we'll get you the 11s, and of course, we will kick it. Monterey Bay FC, Oakland Roots, we have it for you coming up next.
As Montage Health celebrates its 90th anniversary, we're taking a look at the past, recognizing how we started and where we are heading. Over the decades, we have grown from a hospital to an entire healthcare system. Today, Montage Health remains an independent, locally owned, nonprofit organization. We are proud to offer healthcare services for every chapter of life. At Montage Health, our history of excellence is rooted in a commitment to our community. That commitment lives on today and for the next 90 years and beyond.
At Taylor Farms, our goal is to create healthier lives by creating healthy, fresh foods. A stronger community is a win for everyone. That's why each time the Monterey Bay Football Club scores a goal, Taylor Farms will donate $500 to a local nonprofit. Healthy goals, healthy lives. A more perfect union. We are Union!
Back to Seaside, California, getting ready to rock tonight's match, presented by Cardinale Automotive Group. Neil Rule, Ricky Lopez-Espin back with you. Let's take a look at the 11 for the home side. Monterey Bay FC. Elijah Paul getting the start here tonight. This was a Generations Adidas guy in MLS. They brought him in February.
3 players higher up the field for Jordan Stewart, so he wants to be attacking-minded. Rebelard on this left-hand side. Larson will spearhead the attack. And Paul, how quickly can they get on the ball and be expansive? You want this Monterey Bay side to really test Oakland Roots and that back line early and often.
You talked about experience with the Oakland Roots. Kendall McIntosh, the starting keeper. He's been around for a while, tons of MLS experience also, and he will backstop everything that they're trying to do defensively.
This Oakland Roots side conceding 4 times last time out against Orange County, so defensively is going to be the top priority. And like you said, Neil, Kai Green, Yavil Hackshaw, those 2 center backs need to be compact and keep everything in front of them to stay organized.
We are just about ready to go. As you see the sides getting ready, good fan contingent on hand as well. A little bit chilly in Seaside, 56 degrees. It'll go down to 51 degrees by the end of this one. Monterey Bay taking their spots, the Oakland Roots. The white kits with the green trim. Luis Sinistra there in the background. Elio Ereguin, the head referee, says we are just about ready to go, waiting for that whistle. USL Championship Soccer right here on CBS Sports Golazo. Thanks for staying up late on the East Coast. Just finished up dinner on the West Coast. We are ready for some soccer action. Opening kick is away, and we are also underway. Neil Rule, Ricky Lopez Espin here with you. Early whistle. Ball played up. Justin Rasmussen. Jay Johnson. 21 matches. Pittsburgh Riverhounds last year. He's part of the young contingent for the Oakland Roots. 21 years old. It's a dangerous restart early on.
Really good opportunity here for the Oakland Roots to really ask some questions of this backline for Monterey Bay. Desired location is right on that penalty mark to see if anyone can test this back line.
Manicas standing over it. You give it the left boot, let's see. He has the run up, curls it towards the back post, and it's cut out right away. The home side Monterey Bay, they passed the first test, Ricky. Ball headed out also. The Roots will take control. Tyler Gibson, player to watch. Swings it up towards the right side. Bouncing free. Sinistra touches it. Cross will go out of play in an early corner for the Roots.
Different look for the Oakland Roots from week to week for Gavin Glinton. Sinister will play on this left-hand side, and Armanakis will play underneath E.J. Johnson. Armanakis had a fantastic assist, so you want him to get on the ball early and often, because now the Oakland Roots can be expansive in nature.
Here is a bagel corner kick. Armanakis will step up to it, lays it off. Whistle. Call came away from the ball. This is often the case there in the mixing bowl. Head coach for Monterey Bay, Jordan Stewart, in his second season. One of the more accomplished player resumes you're going to see. Over 100 matches for Leicester City. 100 matches, over 100 matches for Watford as well. 71 matches played for the San Jose Earthquakes. He's seen it all out there. Just underway in the 3rd minute. Monterey Bay FC coming off a 1-0 loss at San Antonio. They will be at Orange County next Saturday. Campuzano. Swing that was dangerous. Across the 18, but they got away with it. Rec ball fired up into the corner. Throw coming for the home side.
Something to come to expect for Monterey Bay. They have the ability to be direct and play in behind back lines, but they also have players on the ball that can dictate tempo and break you down. So finding that balance, if you are the Oakland Roots, within their defensive structure is going to be really important, especially early on.
Nico Gordon has it. Roll that one along the left side. Pass connects out on the wing. It's an across. Monterey Bay penetrates the final third for the first time. That ball swung in, headed down, and just wide of the frame.
It's good action for Monterey Bay. You start on one side of the field, you end on the other, and now you let Adrian Reblar be really aggressive at pinning back this back line. As we take a look at Gavin Clinton, the head coach for the Oakland Roots.
His second season, was an assistant with Oakland since 2022, also an assistant for New Mexico back in 2020. Academy coach for Sacramento Republic as well. Here's the injury report brought to you by ROL&M Attorneys. Names on there you know. Schmidt, of course, 9 matches played for Monterey Bay last season. Not have his services. Sacramento Republic, and there, some dangerous play again. Campuzano is fortunate. I believe they will call a foul. Jay Johnson with the pressure.
The rash challenge from E.J. Johnson. It's not the first leg, it's the secondary leg that catches Campuzano on the follow through. But it is a heavy touch from the goalkeeper that baits E.J. Johnson to engage in that. You love to see the aggressive nature early on for the Oakland Roots, but if you are Monterey Bay and they are electing to press high, that means there is real estate in behind their defensive structure.
As always, the trick, getting it up to that space, right? The pressure's been heavy so far. E.J. Johnson getting the talking to. Campuzano will track back. And fans, welcome to the 2025 USL Kickoff presented by Terminex. Throughout the month of March, the USL will be kicking off across the nation. Join us for all the action on ESPN and CBS platforms. To be a part of it. Beginning of the season, always very exciting. And in the excitement of the beginning of the season, you don't think about the true marathon that is this USL Championship run. We'll be doing this till about Halloween. Campuzano under pressure again. Campuzano, the New England Revolution, was on loan, Monterey Bay. Ball pinged to the right side. Good job, Reblar. Whistle, foul will be called against the Roots, and here comes the first prime opportunity for the home side. Root supporter group, they travel though. You knew they were coming out tonight. Speaking of the Oakland Roots, they'll host San Antonio FC next Saturday. Ricky, over 15,000 tickets have been sold for the Oakland Coliseum. They are Oakland's team now.
It's going to be a fantastic atmosphere. Speaking to Gavin Clinton, Tommy, a lot of the people behind the scenes so excited for that home opener. Going to be an historic event in the city of Oakland.
Start sent in. Wasn't exactly what Zoidberg was looking for. Chip it back up. Larson gave chase to it. Monterey Bay FC will get the throw. Garcia will toss it in. Played his college soccer at San Jose State. Former Spartan. Zoidberg rolls it out. Ball chipped in to the 18. It's flicked over and just wide of the goal. Great effort by Elijah Paul.
Talked about the ability for Nico Gordon with the ball at his feet. 1v1 with ball, a big body putting pressure between Kai Green and Naveal Hackshaw. Well defended in the end by the Oakland Roots. Notice how Hackshaw steps in and Kai Green provides some coverage underneath.
Monterey Bay fighting through. Ball sent up into space on the right side. Larson, the cross. Sliding back. That always makes you nervous if you're a Roots fan. But the job was done by Rasmussen.
But again, Neil, that space right in front of that back line for the Oakland Roots. As we start to see Rebular get involved, Paul as well, Larson, all of these players starting to come alive when they receive the ball. Now you're putting a lot of pressure on this back line for the Oakland Roots. And how many times have we seen that ball end up in their own back of the net? Really well done in emergency mode from Rasmussen.
This will be a bagel corner kick. Extra cream cheese for me, please. That's how I roll.
Everything bagel, plain bagel?
Plain bagel,
Plain
just a little
bagel?
bit extra cream cheese on it.
Simple man,
Yeah,
huh?
I don't need to get too aggressive.
There you
It's
go.
the morning, you know. Corner service sent in, punched away by Kendall McIntosh, and a foul called in the mixing bowl. Ricky, what goes on in that mixing bowl for real? As much as you can say on Galazzo.
A lot of contact, a lot of jawing at each other, and a lot of chaos.
There you see. Look at that.
Just see the amount of contact, but in the end, a really good goalkeeping from Kendall McIntosh. One thing that is for certain as a goalkeeper, if you come off of your line, you need to make any sort of play on the ball, and he does just that.
As a player in that mixing bowl, you know it's a free-for-all, right?
100%.
You're above the whistle,
100%.
and you act as such. 12th minute here, just underway. Monterey Bay FC, the home side, Oakland Roots. On the road. Happy to have you with us at CBS Sports Galazzo. Benicas will play it back. Monterey Bay trying to get a transition opportunity rolling. Zoidberg played it back. Nico Gordon. Red ball up ahead. Found its mark. Malongo tried to turn with it. That ball will trickle just over the line. Monterey Bay wants to go quickly. Malongo looking 1v2. Back heels it nicely. Should be some space. Ball headed away. Villar.
ball here from E.J. Johnson.
Menekas plays it up the left side. Rasmussen, the overlap run. Fan soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. Zano rolling it out. His college soccer at Pitt set the single season record for wins in his time as a keeper in Steel City. Bomb all the way down the pitch. Throw coming for the Roots. Rasmussen will line things up. 27th pick by Portland Timbers in the 2022 MLS draft. 15 matches for them, 31 matches played for Oakland Roots last season. Looking for somewhere to go with it.
Just no real options for the Oakland Roots, whether the ball is in play or from a throw-in. That's when you need Tyler Gibson or Danny Gomez to drop in and just change your angle. Because if they do that, now you pull out Zoidberg or Fonguk, and you can find Armanakis in a little pocket of space. It's a bit pedestrian-like for the Oakland Roots thus far, 60 minutes in.
Pressure again.
Just look at the space in between lines. Paul and Akers, if you can find your withdrawn striker, now you can really ask some questions for the Oakland Roots. Just needs to be a little bit quicker as well for Monterey Bay.
E.J. Johnson's been a bit of a menace for Oakland Roots. Just chasing Campuzano the whole evening so far. Slotted ahead. That will be escorted over the touchline. Sinistra did the job. Sinistra, the veteran, played in the first division in Bolivia and Colombia. Kendall McIntosh put the boot to it. Roots coming off that 4-2 loss at Orange County. There's the high pressure again from the Roots, just causing issues.
It's better from the Oakland Roots. Now as Johnson goes, now you start to see that midfield line and back line be compact in structure. Now, Monterey Bay, how clean can you be on the ball? And decision making is top priority, especially for one of your two center backs to look beyond the pressure.
Monterey Bay looking to return the favor. Villar was locked up. Rasmussen. Nakis over. That ball flicked across. They will relieve the pressure, and that ball sent out into space. That was a good ball, looking for Elijah Paul. Bill Hackshaw. 28 matches played for the Trinidad and Tobago national team. A couple of goals as well. On the side, Mongo puts it out of play. And Riley throw it in, get it back immediately. Mongo had a go at it. Ricky, with both these sides coming off a loss, like, I understand it's week 2. I just got done telling you we do this till Halloween. But either side, if you take another loss here tonight, things begin to get a little uncomfortable for the week. I'm not saying it's over by any means. It's just, as a player, you want some kind of result just to relieve any kind of pressure, right?
100%. You want some to understand that what you worked on in preseason is going to translate towards the regular season and games. I do think a little pressure, especially playing at home for Monterey Bay, is a little bit more heightened for Jordan Stewart as well, because the Oakland Roots is not easy to go to Orange County to turn around and then have another performance for Monterey Bay in this hostile environment, especially with how close these teams are in terms of their proximity. There's always a little bit extra in that rivalry game. I think Gavin Glinton, Jordan Stewart, like you said, yes, it is week 2, but the main thing is, can we fix what went wrong in week 1 and see players starting to engage in learning what the coaches are trying to implement?
And I'm not even saying like real pressure or anything like that. Just as a player, you get uncomfortable going to practice and tensions may start to increase a little. It's just, you make life easier. That's the bottom line, right?
100%. As a player, your job is to perform the best. It's a result-driven business, and if you don't get the results that are expected from both of these clubs, that's when you start to get a little uncomfortable and start looking over your shoulder to see, is my spot going to be certain? That's good for the head coach's competition. It means you're doing things right.
Pisano will roll it out towards the left side.
Yet again, just look between the lines, about 20 yards from Naveal Hackshaw and Tyler Gibson. So if I am Jordan Stewart, I am telling Soyberg or one of my attacking players to sit right off of the shoulder of both center midfielders and operate in that little pocket of space.
Roots have dialed back the direct pressure, it looks like. Paul nearly took advantage. Garcia. Zidane gets it back. Soyberg with some space. It's been a nice little ball. Nobody on the other side, however, for Monterey Bay. Against the home side. Paul, the guilty party. From the Roots, E.J. Johnson making a run. Just as quickly as it started, it was ended. And Riley on the ground.
Camden Riley, such an important piece for the Oakland Roots, and notice a little bit of an extension, the follow through from Malongo that catches him. What a signing he's been for the Roots. Can play centrally. Last time we saw him as a center back, now playing at the right side of that back line for Gavin Glinton. Hopefully he's okay to continue on.
Looked like on the replay there, Camden Riley might have been a shoulder issue. Like
yeah,
the
way
arm
that he
got
fell
extended,
a bit
hitting the
awkwardly.
ground. That's what he's grabbing at, right shoulder. For Gavin Glinton, you don't like to see this. Your veteran played over 135 USL matches, had a couple goals for you last year, that defender spot also. It is college soccer at Pacific. 45th overall draft pick by Sporting Kansas City, 2019 MLS draft. Looks like he's going to shake it off and continue. But he's still feeling it. And Ricky, there's a moment, right, when you go down as a player and you're hurt, but then they're starting to talk about, should we sub? You got to get up and go. All of a sudden, it feels a little better,
Yep.
right? It's weird how that happens.
Weird, very weird.
But it happens every time.
Every single time. Look
It
over
hurts.
to the bench, put your thumbs up, I'm good.
Yeah. It hurts. Oh, someone else getting ready to come in? No, I'm good. 24th minute. So in this space, another unforced error by Monterey Bay. Pass slotted, found its mark. Cross by Prentice. Nearly got a result. Player down for Monterey Bay this time. Sportsmanship there by Tyler Gibson. Stewart looking on.
It's a bit of a heavy touch here from Tyler Gibson. Gets away, just catches the right ankle of Soyberg. The 25 minutes is a player that Jordan Stewart and Monterey Bay want to get on the ball a little bit more so it can be more impactful in the attacking phase of this game.
Challenge by Sinistra. Didn't result in possession, but it turned Monterey Bay negative, so that's a win every single time. This goes against Tyler Gibson. We've seen a couple go against Gibson. He's got to be mindful of that.
But again, it's just the result of his positioning, Neil. He's getting caught way too high. That pass from Nico Gordon takes him and Gomez out of the game, and now that's why you start to see him start to foul people.
Slotted back into the box. Elijah Paul tried to turn with it. Long for a corner, I believe. Monterey Bay with another corner opportunity. Supporters out. And one more time, this will be a Bagel corner. Corner kick. Aguilar will serve it up. Aguilar drives it in. It's headed just wide. That looked good to Elijah Paul.
You're Gavin Glinton, you have to be really frustrated with the lack of a presence at the back post. You cannot give Paul a free header 6 yards out. Too many players in a Roots jersey just ball watching. Fortunate enough, Paul pulls it wide.
Jay Johnson tried to make his turn, lost his footing. His way back up top. 21-year-old California. Played 21 matches last year for the Riverhounds. Monterey Bay. That whistle will sound. That was a pretty easy call. Gets the guilty party. USL fans, eFootball is here. Live your dream and rep your team. Play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball, free to play. Download now.
Big gamer?
My sons are.
Okay.
My sons are. I'll do the sports games with them.
There you go.
That ball flicked in, headed away. Is the Ricky Lopez Espin character available in Legends mode in that game?
No, but you know what is available? A special shout out. Watch out to
Here's an opportunity. The cross will come up empty on the other side.
Your birthday, huh?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
21st birthday?
The rumors are true. Yeah, absolutely. Going to the club with Ricky after this one. Yeah.
Happy birthday, amigo.
Thank you. It's good to be back with you on the mic, my friend. As we push near 30-minute mark. Chilly one, Seaside. We talked about in the open, 56 degrees at the opening kick, but once that sun goes down, temperature's expected to drop to about 50 by the time this thing's all said and done.
Just needs to be quicker for Monterey Bay. Too many times you're playing sideways, you're playing negative, and that plays into the hands of the Oakland Roots. They get all 11 players behind the ball. Look how deep they're sitting. It makes life very difficult. You have found the most success when you play quickly and you have movement ahead of the ball, but haven't done that on a consistent basis for Jordan Stewart.
Another unforced error for Monterey Bay, and I was just getting ready to say that the home side has settled into the match a little bit. Oakland Roots have kind of pulled back the pressure, but just as I say that, they turn it back up. Get an unforced error for Monterey Bay.
It just seems as either one of these teams have really found a rhythm at the tempo that they want to play. Like you just said, Neil, Monterey Bay probably the more comfortable of the two teams on the ball, but haven't really threatened McIntosh and that back line.
Garcia. Gets that one up ahead. Paul's been on both the right side, the left side. Nakis had it for a moment.
Really clever idea from Prentice. As Johnson comes centrally, he pulls out one of the two center backs for Monterey Bay, so that allows Sinistera to come in from that weak side position. Just a bit heavy on the ball, but good idea from Wolfgang Prentice.
Monterey Bay has flipped the possession in this game. Had nearly 2/3 of the possession here this evening, but it's been strictly Monterey Bay for the last 10 minutes or so. Shaw will play it back to the keeper McIntosh. Monterey Bay giving it a go. Some high pressure. Our track back to take it away temporarily. And E.J. Johnson goes down. So we'll get it back on the restart.
Just unable anyone to secure this ball. Pull the shorts from Nico Gordon that catches E.J. Johnson. If I'm Gavin Glinson or Jordan Stewart, one of the two managers, I'm telling the players, especially in that central location, to slow things down, to get in a rhythm, to get settled. It's too sloppy.
Let's track back, and the pass just doesn't connect. Goal kick coming up. Larson was the target. Larson had 11 goals last year in the Finnish First Division. McIntosh will put the boot to it. All right, Ricky, we're a little over a half hour into this one. I think you just kind of summed it up, though, in what you were talking about. If I put the coaching hat on you, what would you do right now?
I think if you are Jordan Stewart and start with Monterey Bay, you have to play quicker, right? You have to play quicker in between the lines, but in doing that, you still have to have a bit of composed nature to the way that you approach this game. Soyberg, Malongo have probably been the two players that have really caused some issues for the Oakland Roots. Soyberg as well. We haven't seen enough of Revelar and Larson, those two players that Jordan Stewart requires and wants a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders. So how do you get them more involved? And for Gavin Glinson, I think it starts with Tyler Gibson and Danny Gomez. To play this game on your terms, to connect that back to front. You're too expanded and you're giving the ball over way too easily.
into space, but a very good recovery by Sinistra. He plays it away. Coming up for the Roots, Monterey Bay, man marking pretty tight. And tight marking leads to a turnover by the Roots. Touch will have to be played back to the keeper.
Watch out here.
There is a flat-out giveaway. Menenkis plays it towards the top of the D. The Roots have a pretty good chance to go by the boards. In the field, Larson calling for it in the box, and it's just out of his reach. See Larson snapping his fingers.
Talk about playing at a high tempo. Fantastic opportunity here for Panos Armanakis. It needs to be quicker. Far too many touches. Now you allow Monterey Bay to retreat and get into their defensive structure. Your first touch needs to be out of your body. Then that ball needs to be played across to Sinisterra or EJ Johnson. And doing that, now you put pressure on the goalkeeper. Moments like that, especially when you're on the road, are so important to take advantage of.
Locked up, handful of the kit. Roots come away with it. EJ Johnson trying to make his move through. EJ Johnson says, I'm the one that was being held. I would imagine Gavin Litton saying pretty much the same thing. Did well again. That possession. Prentice. Well, Ricky, you're right. It seems like a little conviction lacking right now.
Just very cagey for both teams. No one able to make an impact in the final third, take a chance, produce a little bit of individual brilliance, because there is talent on this field. So now who's going to dip into that? Just look at 0 shots on target between both of these sides.
Pass. Too much mustard on the hot dog there as it crosses over the touchline. Rasmussen will toss it in. It's college soccer at Grand Canyon. Ball sent ahead. Jay Johnson the target. Grand Canyon qualifying for the NCAA men's basketball tournament this week. Their athletics department, they've shown up on the scene, and the whole athletic department has done very, very well. High-level soccer for sure. Up ahead. Prentice fouled from behind. Game Prentice, 14 matches played for the Oakland Roots back in 2022. He spent the last 3 seasons in USL League One. He's back on the scene for the Roots. Had a goal last week against Orange County. 38th minute we go. Gordon will play it across. Sure you stick around at the half. We'll have the USL news and notes. Also the team of the week. Get you caught up with all the scores. First games over on the East Coast have gone final. Campuzano, walk it up. have turned off that high pressure. Paul couldn't quite make the turn. Instead was able to play it towards the left side as we send it back. Play it backwards to play it forwards, and now they do. Some space on that right side, now some space in the middle. Direct ball on the left side. Prentice. Manakis with some room, and that ball will get all the way through to the keeper, Campuzano. Giveaway once again by Monterey Bay. Right foot shot and a diving stop made by Campuzano. E.J. Johnson nearly sent a bolt of lightning through the stadium.
Really bad giveaway from Grant Robinson, but I love the striker mentality here from E.J. Johnson. Instinctual, head up, no one puts pressure. Why not call your own body? What a save that is from Campuzano. Quickly down to his left-hand side.
Campuzano had to do that too. There hasn't been many shots on target. So no rhythm for him to really get into. He was put to the test. Seemingly out of nowhere. A lot of times too, see keepers, as that ball gets played away, you kind of turn down for a second. Campuzano had to be ready. McIntosh puts it down the pitch. McIntosh, the Oakland native, plays college soccer at Santa Clara. Crowd on hand in Denali Stadium this evening. Ball slotted through. Riley recovered.
Flawless positioning from Camden Riley. Crisp and quick passing between Monterey Bay. Arson peels off Kai Green, and that's exactly where you need that weak-sided defender to slot right in. Fantastic stuff from Camden Riley.
Ball moved out of play. Monterey Bay should get a pretty deep throw. Found its mark, but unable to keep it. So we'll go against Monterey Bay. Not gets taken down. Manakis, of course, played 3 matches. Panathinaikos, Greece, 100 USL matches played. Will turn the pressure back up. Ball taken away, and the foul will be called. Manakis has been a menace the last couple minutes.
So sloppy yet again for Monterey Bay. From Muir, no need to try to overcomplicate this. Continue with your momentum, play the ball wide, and notice the foot that he tries to go across the body with, his right foot. That plays right into the path of Panos Armanakis. And as he tries to recover from his mistake, picks up the first yellow.
Jacob Muir got the yellow and a bloody nose. The worst of both worlds.
I think one of the messages for Jordan Stewart at the halftime is going to tell his back line, we just need to play simple. Too many times you try to overcomplicate things. You play into the hands of the Oakland Roots, and now you give them opportunities to test our back line.
How many times can you go to the crab table before you roll the 7? Sinistra wings it in, and it's headed in. It's a goal for the Oakland Roots. Camden Riley on the finish. And Ricky, we just asked the questions. How many times can you get away with it? Only that many times. Roots make them pay.
Starts with silly play in the back for Monterey Bay. Now you afford the Oakland Roots to put the ball in a dangerous area. You get your big bodies forward, and it's a fantastic header from Camden Riley. Notice how he plays in between his individual marker on the blind side, and the technique to snap it over his left shoulder into the ground. A nightmare for goalkeepers to deal with. And Oakland Roots, they take the lead in the 45th minute here on the road.
Roots supporters that made the road trip. It's not as cold anymore. You can take the shirt off after the goal, even if it is 51 degrees. Love to see the passion. Right before we get to halftime. You just got that sense you can't continue to do it. There will be 2 minutes of stoppage time. There's a go, and the stop is made. It's loose in front, and it's touched in. And just like that, we're level at 1. No, will they call it off? Oh, a yellow will be issued instead. And that will take match-tying goal off the board. Larson pleading his case. Jordan Stewart can't believe it.
At first glance, I think our official Leo Araguin gets this one right. It's a fantastic strike from Alongo from distance. A little bit of spillage. I think it's calling a handball. Notice.
Oh, there it is.
The left arm from Larson.
Great catch.
Extension pushes it in. Great work from Mark Ambercrew to see the help from his left arm. And great call from our center official.
Araguin was right on top of it. And that was perfectly officiated. A lot of times catches a highlight, you know, when they make the mistake. They were spot on it. It's tough for Monterey Bay, but as we saw the replay, the proper call. 9 seconds of the first half. Roots squeeze one more chance out of it. Sinistra lets the shot go, and that will be just wide of the left post. Whistle will sound. Some boos from the Monterey Bay FC crowd at Cardinale Stadium. But that man, Camden Riley, has provided the Roots the difference.
I think if you're Gavin Clinton, you have to be really pleased with how you find that opening goal. Can you carry that momentum in the second half? Big talking points for both managers.
Monterey Bay FC will be looking for some answers in that locker room. We will take the first halftime break as well. 1-0 the visitors. Oakland Roots with the lead over Monterey Bay FC. We'll be back with more USL Championship Soccer on CBS Sports Golazo.
Hi Monterey Bay FC fans, my name is Jeremy Vanderkratz. I'm the owner of Signs by Van, a local sign company that's been in business since 1981. With over 25,000 signs built to date, we have the largest running staff in all of Monterey County. But don't take my word for it. Have a look around Cardinale Stadium and you'll see our craftsmanship all around you. Find your way in, find a drink, find your food, find your seat, and find us at signsbyvan.com.
Hola.
¿Alguna otra cerveza?
No, Michelob Ultra.
Ok, ahora vuelvo.
Are you paying too much for your car insurance? Call Coast Auto Insurance to receive a free quote and see how much you could save. Coast works with over 50 different insurance companies to make sure you get the best rate for your car, motorcycle, home, or business. Coast is a local company with local people. We do vehicle registration, SR22, and insurance for Mexico. Call Coast Auto Insurance today for a free quote and see how much we can save you. Or go to coastautoinsurance.com, where your peace of mind is guaranteed.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got, game-winning interception, first down, just a nice solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Camden Riley goal the difference for Oakland Roots. They have the lead at the halftime break. They were up by the score of 1-0 over Monterey Bay FC. Let's take a second and check out the goals and the saves from League One USL Championship this week.
Carson Henderlong up ahead. Crossed over to Onan. Onan with a right-footed rip and the first save in the professional career of Jason Smith. It is delivered toward the back post and turned in! The skipper gets on the score sheet.
First to score on your 10-year anniversary.
Can they find another? Yes, opportunity here. Second chance off the crossbar.
Then Alcazar went for goal and scored. Oh, wow! What a debut! What a goal for Orange County!
There were some bangers in there, no doubt about that. Oakland Roots with the lead, 1-0 over Monterey Bay FC. We'll be back with more USL Championship Soccer right here on CBS Sports Golazo.
Bounces and a score, Cabrera!
If week one taught us anything in USL Championship play, it's that this is going to be a marathon, not a sprint.
Dogman! Denied!
We saw such a wide variety of ways to go about their business on the field of play, and yet quality of talent not lacking whatsoever. Can't wait to see week 2 and beyond of what these teams bring to the field of play.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
it toward the line. Wilson! Brilliant!
He has been on fire in Tampa Bay.
Cross forward, put down by Gagi, the hero! Let's go!
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Success doesn't come easy. It takes grit, hustle, and relentless effort. Every step forward brings you closer to greatness. This is your moment. Elevate your game. El Jimador Spiked Bebidas.
As Montage Health celebrates its 90th anniversary, we're taking a look at the past, recognizing how we started and where we are heading. Over the decades, we have grown from a hospital to an entire healthcare system. Today, Montage Health remains an independent, locally owned, nonprofit organization. We are proud to offer healthcare services for every chapter of life. At Montage Health, our history of excellence is rooted in a commitment to our community. That commitment lives on today and for the next 90 years and beyond.
1-0 Oakland Roots with the lead over Monterey Bay FC. Rule Ricky Lopez has been back here with you. Let's take a spin around USL Championship, get you caught up with the news and notes with what's going on. And speaking of the Oakland Roots, Ricky, over 15,000 tickets sold for their home opener at the Oakland Coliseum against San Antonio next Saturday. They are Oakland's team now, with the A's leaving town, this community rallying behind the Roots.
It's going to be a fantastic atmosphere. Rumors have that they're going to be in the top 10 of attendance for USL Championship and break some records. Talking about a successful debut for Lexington. They won their first ever USL Championship match. It's a fantastic goal from Joe Hafferty. If you have not seen it, go out and check it out. And the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup kicks off next week with 8 of the championship teams entering in the first round. As a team, as an organization, as a fan base, you want an opportunity to test yourself against the best. The Open Cup gives you that opportunity.
One of the best sporting events in American sports, for real. Just beer league clubs have their shot to survive and advance. Our USL team of the week, and you talked about Joe Hafferty. Oh, look, there he is.
In the back, Michael Bryan as well, and then you have Kyle Scott, who Oakland Roots knows a lot about, scored a fantastic goal last week. Zach Ryan with Ryan Martin, what he's been able to do with Loudoun United, and John Tosh. Consistency is the name of his game.
Zach Ryan's been one of the pillars for Loudoun United and their renaissance as of late in USL Championship. Let's get caught up with the scores here on a Saturday. Detroit City FC came from behind. They were down 1-0 in that one after 50 minutes plus of play, but they turned it around. They got a 2-1 road win against the USL defending champs Indy 11 with a 3-1 win over Miami FC, and then Charleston against Rhode Island. They keep Rhode Island off the board.
The big win for Ben Pierman's side. San Antonio as well. Now that's 6 points out of 6 for San Antonio after a down year. And FC Tulsa taking down the Tampa Bay Rowdies. That's a fantastic result for Mario Sanchez.
Absolutely it is. There is no question about that. Some of the later matches going on as we speak. How about that? El Paso Locomotive had a 2-goal lead against Phoenix Rising. Didn't matter. Rising were able to rally to get a result. And also Orange County with the lead against Lexington SC. And we talked about their home opener. Welcome to USL Championship, where you got to go across the country and travel.
Not an easy place to go into Orange County. Can they turn the tide around? That's going to be really important.
So we will take our final halftime break, come back, and get you the second 45. Oakland Roots SC with a 1-0 lead over Monterey Bay. We'll be back with more USL Championship soccer action right here on CBS Sports Golazo.
Hi Monterey Bay FC fans, my name is Jeremy Vanderkratz. I'm the owner of Signs by Van, a local sign company that's been in business since 1981. With over 25,000 signs built to date, we have the largest running staff in all of Monterey County. But don't take my word for it. Have a look around Cardinale Stadium and you'll see our craftsmanship all around you. Find your way in, find a drink, find your food, find your seat, and find us at signsbyvan.com.
Welcome back to Cardinale Stadium, Seaside, California. The mascot is out for Monterey Bay FC. Seems like a happy guy. We're all happy right now. Well, maybe not Monterey Bay FC, but they have a chance to do something about it. So we take a look at the highlights from the first 45 minutes of play, and the Oakland Roots, after an unforced error by Monterey Bay FC, execute perfectly, and the finish made by Camden Riley.
Lack of man marking for Monterey Bay, and the Oakland Roots pounce at the really good header from Camden Riley into the ground like you're taught, because now Campenzone needs to come across and read the flight. Unable to do that as we go moments after. Notice Larson, number 9, right side of your screen, doing what an attacker always should do, follow up. But the only problem is, Neil, he uses his hands, and when you know that's a big no-no in this sport, and this will give us our best look here. Watch the left arm and the extension that helps it push over right there. Good call by officiating crew, and it ends 1-0 Oakland Roots in halftime.
Give Larson credit, he tried to sell it. Said it was off the chest, but again, the head referee right on it, and the proper call was made right away. So a good job by the officiating crew here this evening. Monterey Bay with some work. They want to try to get a result. Last week, coming off that 1-0 loss at San Antonio. They'll be at Orange County next Saturday, so things certainly won't be getting any easier. So McIntosh keeping Monterey Bay off the score sheet so far. Wait the whistle. 4 shots apiece. Roots with 2 shots on target to 1 for Monterey Bay. The second half underway. Neil Rule, Ricky Lopez Espin here with you. CBS Sports Golazo Network. Cardinale Stadium, Seaside, California. About 52 degrees. Some chill in the air. Coming for the Oakland Roots. Oakland Roots last season qualifying for the playoffs as the number 7 seed. Fell to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, as did everybody else. They won the championship. No substitutions at the half, so we play on. Riley tracks back. It's possession back for the Roots. They have some space on the left side. Ball sent into the box. Jay Johnson was the target. Lackshaw will play it back to McIntosh. We saw him on the USL Save of the Week. Nearly turned that one over again, and we've seen that a few times here tonight. Now Monterey Bay did turn it over. And they draw a foul call. So here we go again, Ricky. Another dangerous restart in a prime position.
Just sloppy in the back for Monterey Bay. 2 minutes since coming out of the break. Yes, you want to play the game the right way and build out and be attractive, but you also have to understand the risk versus reward factor. Good start here. Not convincing whatsoever from Campuzano with the ball at his feet. Now, if you're Gavin Glinton and the Monterey Bay side, they play negative. That's your cue to step up and continue to apply that pressure.
Restart again. I believe the home side gave enough space to work in. Ball driven into the mixing bowl, flicked away. Longo couldn't make a turn and go. Give the Roots another crack at it. Linton happy with the way that first half went. Larson sends it into space. Nobody on the other side for Monterey Bay. Istra laid that one down. Put it over the line also. And now Monterey Bay trying to hold some possession. Grant Robinson. Nico Gordon through the middle. Ball slotted in towards the box. Elijah Paul goes across. Now some space. Making the move. Left foot cross by Malongo. It's played by Kendall McIntosh, and no doubt, well, Malongo's touch let him down a little bit.
See the frustration on his face. Really clever ball back across from Paul, but that first touch needs to continue with that momentum and take you towards goal. As you get it caught between your feet, Camden Riley really well read as he closes down the space, and now there's only one angle that you can put this ball across.
Sinistera lets that one go. Zano was tracking it.
And he's an interesting play for the Oakland Roots. Sinistera. If you can get him firing on all cylinders, especially in and around that 18-yard box, now you have a multiple threat on that top line. EJ Johnson, Sinistera, Armanakis as well. Could cause some real issues.
And Camden Riley gave away a corner kick to Monterey Bay FC. So Monterey Bay with the basically a free roll here on a corner. And this will be a bagel corner kick.
Have any birthday promotions?
I do not, as a matter of fact. I think the cream cheese on the bagel was about as far as I could go. Revelar drives the corner towards the back post. Cleared away, and that will go out for a throw, I believe, and it is for Monterey Bay. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Coast Auto Insurance. Thrown in. Soyberg tried to turn with it. The veteran Nabil Hackshaw play it away. When I say veteran Nabil Hackshaw, I mean it. Over 210 USL Championship matches played. Estrada couldn't come through touch. Miller played it back. Keeper Campuzano had to shake EJ Johnson. Your Perth Glory. Australia since 2019. Nico Gordon. Sent up into space. And the cross couldn't find its mark.
Needs to be a one-time effort across the face of that 18-yard box from Revelar. You pull out Naveal Hackshaw, now you have Larson and Paul in acres of space. Lack of decision-making for Monterey Bay as they get high up the field.
Revelar played his college soccer at Cal State Monterey Bay, so right there on the scene, didn't have to go very far at all. Signed with them back in 2022. He's pushing 100 matches played with Monterey Bay. Sinistera again. With some pressure. Soyberg thread that one along the touch line. Chipped up ahead toward TJ Johnson. Lozano will roll it out left side. Grant Robinson with the Las Vegas Lights back in 2020. Signed with Monterey Bay for their first season. Camden Riley the goal in the 44th minute. That is the difference right now. Perfect set piece execution. Really finished the header. Person will give way on the throw. Gordon with some space to work in. Along the touchline. Away by Wolfgang Prentice. Quick throw into the 18. Elijah Paul turns, sends it. Punched away nicely by McIntosh.
Good goalkeeping from Kendall McIntosh. You always taught if you do come off of your line and you punch the ball always away from your goal mouth, and he does just that, and he takes a contact. Brave from the veteran goalkeeper.
Monterey Bay settling into some possession. Roots conceding it far more than they did the first half of this match. Toe poked ahead, Malongo into the 18. Malongo bends it into the upper right 90. What a goal by Malongo. I think you will see that one in the running for goal of the week. A banger by Malongo.
Really well goal, but look at this ball from Grant Robinson. Takes out that whole midfield line, and it's all about the link-up play from Larson. As Robinson continues his run, Camden Riley needs to make a decision. He slips, but take nothing away from this quality from Malongo. Ball out of his feet, and watch his hips at the last second. They close, and that gives it that bend away from Kendall McIntosh. Nothing that he can do. Fantastic goal, 10 out of 10 celebration, and Monterey Bay draw even in the 56th minute.
Mael Malongo levels this thing at 1. And Ricky, you just got the feeling the Roots dropped their guard a little bit there over the last couple minutes.
Just no pressure, no coverage. And I mentioned it in the first half, Neil. Gomez and Gibson getting caught way too high. One pass takes them out of the game, and now Larson has the ability to bring in Malongo. But give credit to Grant Robinson. He's the one who starts to play, and he continues with the overlap. That is pure talent and magic from the winger to get the first goal for Monterey Bay here.
Larson has been down just about a minute. Stewart looking on. Larson, 11 goals last year in the Finnish First Division. He had an equalizer for a moment. Training staff out to tend to him. Longo levels this thing at 1, and Mickey, this was some poetry.
Fantastic work, but notice the run from Grant Robinson, and now that little bit of hesitation from Camden Riley up forward to Malongo to take that touch in a central location. Fantastic goal. Hopefully that can inject some energy and some confidence for Monterey Bay to go in and try to steal this game.
You can tell that it changed the physiology in the stadium. The fans have stepped back up. And to be fair to the fans, they didn't have a lot to go on up until that point. But here we are now, and it's all to play for. And that ball loose for a second. And Cruzano will dive and make the grab. And Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big league, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com. for the latest Select product specials and more. Select, the player's choice. Larson continuing to try to shake it off. Maybe somebody getting loose. See what happens. I think Larson will make his way back into the match. It looked like Nyalati was getting loose. As I always talked about, Ricky, that other player starts getting loose, all of a sudden you're all right again, right? You did it before.
Never.
Not once.
Not once.
Long go. So that went out. Elijah Paul. Monterey Bay. Elijah Paul wants a corner. Jordan Stewart wants a corner. Thousands of fans want a corner. They will not get it. All right, Ricky. Half an hour left here. Oakland Roots looked like they had everything under control until they didn't.
I think it starts with the energy level, the intensity for the Oakland Roots. Monterey Bay elected to press a little bit higher, so now if you are Panos Armanakis, you need to make yourself available. Because if you can play in between those lines and put pressure on this man, Fanguk, now you can really test Monterey Bay. He's a player from Monterey Bay that just has so much responsibility on the defensive side of the game. As he plays with that single pivot, needs to cover so much ground and be that security blanket in front of the two center backs. So if you are Jordan Stewart, have to look into your bench. Talked about Nolati, Alex Dixon, Pierce Galloway, Ethan Bryant, all players that can come into this game and impact it in a positive manner.
Athletic training staff out. Steve Fanguk walking very gingerly. Native of England, played over 200 matches in the English 5th division. we may see some substitutions. We will. Garcia will come out. Here's Galloway will come in for Monterey Bay. We'll get those substitutions to you when they do become official. Ball sent into some space by Soyberg. And there's a 50-50 call inside the 18, and it looks like the penalty has been awarded. Xavi Nolati comes into the match and immediately draws a penalty. Bill Hackshaw can't believe it.
That's a play from Nolati. Your best look at it here. He gets it right before Hackshaw. But there's no need for the experienced player of Nabil Hackshaw to go in that aggressively. A bit slower to react. Give credit to Nolati. Impactful with his first action. Just talked about the momentum in this game, Neil. What a big opportunity this is for Monterey Bay to take the lead here.
Elijah Paul will step over it. Eight and a half minutes after getting their first goal of the season, a prime opportunity to get number 2 and take the lead. There's the whistle. Can Elijah Paul deliver? Of course, 2-1 Monterey Bay, just like that. Longo in the 56th minute, now Elijah Paul in the 65th minute. Let's take another look at what led up to the penalty.
Give credit to Nolati's there first. It's the left leg of Hackshaw that gets him in trouble. And notice the way that Paul approaches it. Takes a little bit off of it in terms of the pace to let Kendall McIntosh dive out of the way. Cool as you would like, composed pen, and Monterey Bay takes the lead here at home.
That's always my favorite move, Ricky, when they just let the keeper vacate the space.
You run the risk because
it takes a lot of gumption to do it.
Sometimes the keeper can see it all the way through. Big opportunity now to show a little bit of character and fight for the Oakland Roots. Second time in consecutive weeks that they've been down on the road in hostile environments.
Substitutions brought to you by BBSI, as we have those for you in the upper left-hand portion of the screen. And Riley comes out. Muhammad in. Peter Wilson came in. EJ Johnson comes out. Another opportunity that's fizzed just wide of the right post. Clinton looking on. Wondering what happened in that 10-minute stretch. Now the Roots left chasing. In that picture, we hadn't said his name in a while.
I think you can throw Prentice and Sinistera in that sentence as well. Those three underneath Peter Wilson now need to become a little bit more alive.
Grant Robinson, his cross is headed in. A beautiful goal for Monterey Bay FC. Anton Soyberg puts the home side up 3-1. Grant Robinson, a beautiful facilitator on that play.
Fantastic second half for Monterey Bay, and it starts with the pure effort from Robinson. Panos Armanakis gives up, but that touch right there, now you create a little bit of separation, and notice how he peeks over his head. No rotation between Kai Green and Nabil Hackshaw, and Soyberg from a deep lying positions, one of the hardest runs to mark. Just simply needs to guide it to that far post. Great header. And Monterey Bay, 3 goals.
In 13 minutes, everything changed. Monterey Bay up 3-1. 70th minute. Now Oakland Roots, who had the lead in a clean sheet just 13 minutes ago, have a mountain to climb.
Just a bit sloppy from the Roots in the back. You cannot afford a player in a central location to just run unmarked. About 7 yards out. 2 things need to happen. Hackshaw needs to rotate over a little quicker, and that run needs to be tracked from either Tyler Gibson or Danny Gomez.
That ball crossed, left foot shot. Oh, and the Oakland Roots are not done. Sinistera puts it in the lower left corner, and just like that, the Roots are back in it.
Great response from the visiting side. And talk about a complete striker in Peter Wilson. Notice the way that he shields his individual marker, puts his body between him and the ball to let Sinistera come across. Information on the pass. Sinistera needs to run onto it, hit it first time. Great location, no chance for Campanzono. And the Oakland Roots get one back here.
Sinistera gets his first of the season, and now Malongo, who has one. Into the 18, Malongo tries to go short side. Send it just to the left of the post.
Right footer playing the left-hand side, so always wants to challenge you into that central location. So if you are Abdi Mohammed, now your hips need to force him away from goal.
Ball up ahead. Over hemmed in the corner. Mayhem is broken out here on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Neil Rule, Ricky Lopez, Espen with you. If you're just joining us, where you been? Monterey Bay trailed 1-0. And they look dead in the water. And they put 3 in the back of the goal in about 13 minutes. The Roots answered just moments ago to draw within 1. Aguilar trying to make a turn with it. They will get a throw. Played out, another throw coming up. Comes in from the crowd. Ball makes its way through. Will come in. Prentice comes out. Substitutions brought to you by BBSI. Aleskiv will come in also. Oakland native. Project 510. Development program. Goal kick now awarded. You brought up the fact that madness broke out. You see it up there with the scoring summary. All these goals brought to you by Taylor Farms. A lot of them. Now in the 76th minute. They're not finished.
Two attack-minded subs from Gavin Glenton, Alex Sieve, and Jürgen Dahm will provide a little bit of a spark higher up the field. Jürgen Dahm is going to want to run in behind and be vertical in nature and put this Monterey Bay side on their heels. And Alex Sieve wants to operate in between the pockets underneath Peter Wilson. How quickly can you get them up a tempo?
Oakland Root substitution in the 75th minute, brought to you by BBSI. Exiting the match, number 7, Wolfgang Francis, and number 11, Mercedes Estrada. Entering the match, number 88, Ilya Alexis, and number
Tyler Gibson. Roll it out. Sinisterra has it. Cooks that pass a little bit. Folks, if you can't watch the match, make sure you turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, you hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the new SiriusXM app. I'm a fan of the SiriusXM app. That's how I listen to All Access every week. On at the gym, going for the run. Caught up with everything that's going on. Shout out to our guys, Devin Kerr and Mike Watts, putting that together. Seconds, not sure what the stoppage is. It's a talking to, apparently. Garcia did stay in the match, but he's out there getting the talking to right now. Ball, trying to keep it, and he does. Longo, he's got a banger here tonight. Some overlapping runs. Aguilar will keep it. Skeeve to get the possession away. Looks on the move up the left side. Skeeve, the target in the 18. Sickle to clear the zone. There's Galloway on the right side. Throw coming up for Monterey Bay. Home side will take their time here. Garcia played for the Town in the MLS Next Pro last season. Talked about it earlier, played his college soccer at San Jose State, so he's been able to stay in the area. That ball sent out to the left side. Malongo lays it off beautifully. That shot short side. And Grant Robinson turned away. Probably wasn't on frame anyway.
Really clever from Malongo. This time he takes that touch essentially to shift Mohammed in order to give Grant Robinson some more space. What a second half this young man has had. The work rate on and off the ball to get himself into that final third. But as this ball comes across, it needs to be slashed across that 6-yard box.
Lottie will serve it up. The Bagel corner kick. Here we go. Lottie plays it short. Probably wasn't his finest effort. It's cleared out. Good throw, but a substitution coming for Monterey Bay. Alex Dixon will come in. About veterans. For 230 USL Championship matches played. Been in the game a long time, signed a homegrown contract with Houston Dynamo back in 2011, played 13 matches for them. Elijah Paul has run his race. Nice hand from his benchmates. We'll send that back. All the way back to the keeper, Lozano. '82nd minute. Longo. Saying he took a shot. Shaw will roll it out. Roots up against it. Ball laid out into space. Malongo's calling for it. Instead, it's cut out. Problem for the Roots. This is a 20-second ordeal right now to get the throw. Their only commodity right now is time. Lottie taken away. Bay able to get it back. Cross in, played away. Here's Galloway on it. Grant Robinson. Malongo. We'll send it towards the back post. Space for a second. Laid it off, and now the takeaway, counterattack, loading.
Has to be a yellow.
Manakos goes up into the mix. And Gomez. And now it's all out. We'll have to get this all sorted out. Danny Gomez, I understand that was your teammate, but down in distance right now. Down 3-2, you just got a booking. And there is a red being shown. Is it Garcia that got the booking? And yes. Well, Garcia's night is finished, and how about this development? A straight red for Garcia. Partner, you called it. It had to be a booking because that stopped the scoring opportunity. They were on the counter. And Danny Gomez for the Roots did get a yellow. Let's see it again.
I think this challenge here from Galloway should be a yellow card, but Garcia gets a red for this right here. Catches Panos Armenakis on the follow through. As Panos Armenakis goes down, Garcia comes across, and right here. Well, the initial challenge was Galloway, so Galloway should pick up a yellow card as well. Evelijo Araguin is going to book him, and then Garcia just tends to see him as a straight red. And then Danny Gomez picked up a yellow for his reaction after.
Longo will come out. Carlos Guzman will come in.
It's a sub that needed to happen if you are Jordan Stewart. So now you have Guzman and Gordon, your two center backs, experience to see this game out. And we have confirmation Galloway does actually, he does pick up that yellow in fact.
What a second half. Coming off the line with the punch. Campuzano. Monterey Bay down a man, 86th minute, trying to hold on. Now Lottie lays it off. That ball just pinged down the pitch. This is one of those matches tonight, partner. You look down at the score sheet. It looks like a pinball machine with the reds and the greens.
That's what happened.
Yellows, yep. The goals. Mayhem here in the second half. Direct ball sent in. Roots playing up a man. Danny Gomez playing on the yellow. Ball's taken away. Revelar made a run for it. Give up the throw. Garcia got the red in the 85th minute. Direct ball one more time. SeatGeek was the target. And clock stopped. Guzman taking a little bit too much liberty with the real estate.
We talked about the experience, the game within the game there from Guzman. Precious seconds coming off the clock.
Ball sent up into space. Here's Dixon trying to make his move through. And a whistle and a foul. Nope. Official says play on. Oh, he's walking to the spot to line it up. Red ball again up to the left side.
It's exactly where you want Alex Dixon on the ball as he takes this long touch. Don't know how that's not a foul. Actually, no play on the ball whatsoever. Takes out Alex Dixon. Bit of a head scratcher there.
Lozano will tee it up. Drive it down the pitch. 90th minute. Ball flicked back to the keeper, McIntosh. What's your guess on the stoppage? 6? Yeah.
I think you have to with everything. The goals,
the fight,
red card.
And whistle will go against the Roots. Away from the ball. Manakis. Can't believe he got hit with the whistle. We are in stoppage time. Officials have not shown it yet. Ball driven ahead. Malati will bring it down. That would be a foul against Monterey Bay. It'll be 7 minutes. Stoppage time. Oakland Roots up a man, down by a goal. Buckle up, everybody. Here we go. Sinistera. Di Mohammed. Akshaw touched it to the left. How long can the Roots fight the urge to hoof one in? Not much longer, apparently. There it is. Sent in. Jurgen Dahm went after it. Now, foul goes against Oakland.
Expect to see a lot of this from the Oakland Roots, especially down a man, or up a man, excuse me, down a goal. Doesn't need to be pretty, just needs to be effective. Play direct, try to win the initial ball, but also the secondary action can cause a nightmare for Monterey Bay. And if you're Jordan Stewart, you're taking this opportunity as well to test your side. Who's going to show a little bit of character and fight to see this game out.
You see the knee of Jacob Muir there. He had the bloody nose earlier. His knee's bleeding. Ricky, I was told soccer guys aren't tough. Was I lied to? I think I was lied to. Akshaw pulls that one out to the left side. 4.5 minutes of stoppage time left. Jai plays it for the give and go. Roots will get the throw, but that's a good catch by the linesman. He was shielded from that play, but still got the call right. Jai, throw it into the 18. Schwaber did the job to win the ball. The ball just sent out into open space. I believe the foul went against Oakland Roots. Monterey Bay doing everything they can to take time off the clock, but I assume the official had stopped it. That foul will go against Soyberg. Quick restart by the Roots. I assume there's a little more than the 3 minutes left. Off the line, making the punch, but now an opportunity for the Roots after Campuzano couldn't clear it. Mohammed. Najai sends it in. That will get all the way through, and Campuzano off the line, dives to the turf, makes a grab.
The best in terms of equality from Njai. You want this ball to be lofted towards that back post so you can let Peter Wilson run onto it.
The ball will just be tucked into the corner for a throw. Mohammed takes some free real estate, fires it in. Bay more than content. Just play it back over the line if they can. And that ball go over the line. Leskeef was the target. Looped into the corner. Jai looking to keep it. Toe poked it ahead, but then it's taken away. Final minute and probably some change. Kai Green challenging. Was locked up with Soyberg. And the whistle will go against Kai Green. Soyberg pumps his fist. The home fans can taste it. Just need to salt away about a minute or so. Monterey Bay FC, who looked dead in the second half of this match, erupts for 3 goals in a 13-minute span. And now down a man, looking to put the finishing touches on this one. Guzman played it down. Ball girl was out on the pitch, getting the ball. A quick restart by the Roots. They have time for one more run. It looks like they will. Ball sent into the 18, headed away. Grant Robinson did it. Now along the line, played back towards the middle. Soyberg brought down, and I believe the foul will go against Oakland Roots. And this will be a booking as well.
Great work from Soyberg.
Mohammed goes in the books.
The second time that he's ran down a ball and won his individual duels. A goal to his name, leading by example. You're Jordan Stewart, you have to be really pleased with his performance throughout the 98 minutes here.
Dying moments of this one. Now Lottie will send it towards the corner. The final whistle sounds. Monterey Bay FC storms back in the second half to get a 3-2 win over Oakland Roots.
See what it means to Jordan Stewart. Probably not the best game in terms of their football, but they were clinical in crucial moments. Box defending took their chances extremely well, and they get their first win of 2025 and scored some spectacular goals in doing so.
Monterey Bay evens their record up at 1-1. Oakland Roots will fall to 0-2. We will take our final break, come back and wrap this thing up. Monterey Bay FC with a 3-2 win. We'll be back with more on CBS Sports Golazo Network.
Hi Monterey Bay FC fans, my name is Jeremy Vanderkratz. I'm the owner of Signs by Van, a local sign company that's been in business since 1981. With over 25,000 signs built to date, we have the largest running staff in all of Monterey County. But don't take my word for it. Have a look around Cardinelli Stadium and you'll see our craftsmanship all around you. Find your way in, find a drink, find your food, find your seat, and find us at signsbyvan.com.
3-2, Monterey Bay FC gets the win over Oakland Roots in a match that they were down 1-0. There wasn't a lot going on. They explode for 3 goals in a stretch of about 13 minutes. Let's take a look at the highlights from this one. And Ricky, at the time, we thought this was going to be a huge goal for Oakland Roots because Monterey Bay just wasn't up to much.
Seemed like the Oakland Roots were going to carry this momentum and see this game out. It's a really good header from Camden Riley over his left shoulder to get the goal scoring started. But whatever Jordan Stewart said at halftime really struck a chord, especially with Robinson, was so active. But this is, you can't teach. This is just pure individual brilliance from Malongo. First touch, head up the whole way, and the bend and the precision. It's a great goal to draw even. Highlight reel worthy.
It certainly was. Malongo, I know during the moment it happened, you talked about that left hip turn, able to close things out, hit a beautiful draw, I guess you could say, on that ball. But that changed the physiology of everything, because in the 63rd minute, all the way up into the 65th, a penalty was drawn, and then a penalty was finished.
Just aggressive from Greenville Hackshaw. No need to go in that way. Really cool. Call the way that he just takes a little bit off it, lets Kendall McIntosh dive out of the way. Monterey Bay have their lead, and then this is just pure will here from Grant Robinson. He outruns Penosar Manakis, outruns Abdi Mohammed. Great ball in, and Soyberg, even better glancing header. But look at the lack of defending from the Oakland Roots. That's too much space for a player that quality, and he makes you pay.
Soyberg did exactly that. So you figure, all right, that's it, right? Oakland Roots, they had their run, they had their chance. It's over. No, it is not over. Sinisterra strikes with the left foot, and it's game back on at Monterey Bay. The Oakland Roots fans got into it, but in the end, Monterey Bay FC would hold on. 10 shots for Monterey Bay FC. They had the edge in possession, the edge in corners. If you go off of that, Ricky, it looks like a justified result.
100%. I do think you have to give credit to Monterey Bay because they fought and they clawed their way back into this game and dealt with adversity, going down a man as well, going down early in this match. Jordan Stewart, fantastic job at managing this game. And for Gavin Glinton, the message coming into next week as your home opener, you have to get a reaction out of your side. Big week of training for the Oakland Roots.
And that will do it for our coverage here on CBS Sports Golazo. For our entire crew, Jason Gobo, Manny Mendoza, H. Tillotson, Brady Kujawa, our producer, and my broadcast partner, Ricky Lopez Espin. My name is Neil Rule. Thanks for the birthday wishes, everybody. 3-2, Monterey Bay FC gets the win over Oakland Roots. Thanks, everybody, for watching on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Have a great Saturday night. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.